to the Nerdiverse. Go ahead, sit and listen to the masters, the old heads, talk about what you love the most. Video games, comics, movies, and everything you need to maintain your week. Got the knowledge that's straight out the ether. Gonna need a drink and have to take a seat to expand your mind and listen to the speaker. Mike and the squad's gonna give you what you need. Please send in a question, come and get some answers, learn a couple lessons from the masters with the special guests. We got the Green Lanterns glowing on their chest. Yes, please sit back and relax, cause we're gonna hit you with them stone cold facts. And allow me to be the very first to welcome you to the masters of the Nerdiverse. Welcome to the Masters of the Nerdiverse podcast, where we always have such sights to show you. This scream core of a podcast can be found on iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, SoundCloud, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Google Play, and Spotify. I'm, of course, your host, Mike G, and with me, as always, is the winter of our discontent, Winter Trash Monk the Thizzer.
I have arrived.
Are you just... I imagine you're dressed like Mr. Burns in his Golden God outfit, where it just immediately just catches on fire.
Yeah. No.
and then Mr. Burns has to put him out and tuck him back into the power plant.
What's up, everybody? I'm Winter Trash Monk the Third. Trash Monk, I. That's Trash Monk, I. And I'm coming at you from the trash bunker in the trash studio with my trash, a bag of trash right next to me.
I have a bag of trash right next to me.
Yeah. That's called your PC.
Burn. Joke's on you. I don't have a PC. I have a laptop like a plebeian.
Yeah.
A plebeian.
I'm the one with the PC next to me.
Ooh. Is it trash?
Nah, it's a zombie PC.
You know, zombies are just dead flesh, right? So it technically is trash.
No, my ex-wife was dead flesh. But I'm just kidding. I've never been married. What am I saying?
Oh, no. Preemptive wife jokes. Oh, no.
Yeah, way-o. Have you heard about this one?
Oh, no. So, not all heroes wear capes. That's all I gotta say.
Some of us wear ascots.
And cargo
shorts.
And the most powerful of heroes wear jorts. I know you own...
I have some jorts.
I was just going to say, I know you own a pair of jorts, man. I know it. Right. Stonewashed jorts, Doug.
I know I have black jorts and some denim blue.
We call those the hacky sack deluxes, Doug.
Well, they're not, though, because you don't have the side pockets, that cargo shorts.
You need the side pocket for the hacky sack compartment.
Yeah, the jorts are a mixture of punk, I would go. The black ones can look pretty punk if you have some Vans on. I don't know what I'm saying. But they're a mix of you can be rocking out or you can be a dad.
Yeah, man. And
you know how you wear it.
And there's no gray area. Either you're punk rocking it up or your pops with the sandals making cheeseburgers at the barbecue. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. My favorite cheeseburger in paradise. Do you know that song?
I know 2 Tickets to Paradise.
No, Cheeseburger in Paradise is a Jimmy Buffett song. You know Jimmy Buffett?
Yeah, he was a self-proclaimed werewolf, right?
No, he was the creator of beach bum music.
Oh man.
He goes, wasting away again in Margaritaville. That song.
Who sings that one song? This is it. Ooh, up. Please let me know.
That's Huey Lewis and the News.
Love. I like that song.
Huey Lewis. I like Huey Lewis a lot. I saw him in concert 3 years ago.
Did you get their autograph?
No, I wasn't. I was too nervous.
Did they pass you a cheese ball?
A cheese ball?
Yeah, a cheese ball.
You don't know what you're talking about.
That's cocaine and
I
cheese.
I will say I was the youngest person there. The person behind me had a hearing aid.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
what you did.
This really was it.
I was it for him.
Yeah.
Nobody let him know.
It's hit the B square.
Did they sing the song that was at the beginning of Back to the Future?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Don't need money. Don't need fame. Don't need no credit cards to ride this train. Don't need. That's the power of love.
Why is Back to the Future the perfect film, dog?
It's not. But the first song that they played was The Heart of Rock and Roll. The Heart of Rock and Roll, which was they've been doing this since the song came out in the 80s. And my dad remembers when he saw them in England, I believe. They'll lower the lights, and then in the song there's boom, 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 and then they have like a red light flashing on the stage like a heart. And then it's like, the heart of rock and roll.
You know what that reminds me of?
Never be defeated. Boom, boom, boom.
Dude. Do you remember the Conan live show from Universal Studios Hollywood, Doug?
I don't remember.
You remember the Conan live show in the 80s and 90s? I
was born in 93.
Child.
But
I can't with you.
Meanwhile, I'm the one talking about Huey Lewis.
Yeah, and I'm the one talking about Conan. For those who don't know what the hell I'm talking about, go on YouTube and type in Conan live show, Universal Studios. You would not regret it. Because there's a giant snake at the end, and it goes, snake! And it's real powerful and awesome. I remember watching that as a kid at Universal Studios with my pops. He bought me a Conan sword. I stabbed an old person with it in line.
Oh, this is Conan the Barbarian?
Yeah, it's awesome.
I thought you were talking about Conan O'Brien.
Yeah, Conan O'Brien had a live show at Universal Studios in 1981.
Well, he does Comic-Con.
How old is Conan O'Brien where he's doing stand-up at Universal Studios in 1981?
I don't know. How old are you?
I'm too old. I was old enough to be a kid when that was cracking.
I feel like you're maybe like 10 years younger than Conan O'Brien. I'm going to give you...
Oh, that sucks. That makes me feel so bad. Conan is like in his 50s, man.
He's 56. Okay, maybe I'm off.
You just turned me... You literally shrunk me into a mum-raw right now. You know,
I feel like you're maybe 10 years younger than Dion Cole. That's what I meant to say.
Who's Dion Cole?
He's 47. He's a comedian.
I can't with you. Moving on. We're not worried about the age. No one cares about the age of the immortal Mike G, man. No one needs. I don't need to disclose this business.
Hold on, let me just give you one more. You are younger than Seth Meyers.
Probably.
He's 45.
I would hope.
Trevor Noah? 35. Getting warmer.
Stop trying to narrow down my age. Just know that I was old enough to visit the Conan the Barbarian live show at Universal Studios Hollywood.
Okay. Did the Blues Brothers come out on stage?
No, but that show was replaced by that stupid Terminator 2 live action show with the T-1 million, Doug. Yeah. And the T-1 million was just like a PlayStation with arms. It was weird.
What's the deal with credit cards?
That's what we need.
Why are there only 32 numbers when I need 50,000?
It just fries.
Yeah.
What did you do with your week?
Why can't women be more ones than zeros?
Wow.
Because he's into binary code. I don't know, folks.
You're making horrible jokes right now.
1101 110.
When the robot gets flustered, it just breaks down in binary. No one knows what's going on. Like,
when your lady wants to be a zero and you're nothing but a one.
I don't know what's happening right now. We're just having some kind of existential robotic breakdown.
I'm just making myself laugh. Like what Cat Williams did some binary shit.
You know who would do that? Actually, Mitch Hedberg would have done a binary joke.
Yes. Yeah.
Mitch would have done a
I was
binary
gonna say
choke.
Hannibal Buress.
Hannibal Buress would do a binary choke. It would not land. Everyone would just like, what? Oh, man.
How's my week been?
Yeah, what did you do, Doug?
So I went to my parents on Saturday.
The
and
folks.
yeah, and it was kind of like, I don't know if people around my age get this way, but there's like a little bit of a sadness sort of thing of like, life was simpler back here.
Yeah.
Where it's like you go, and my family, I grew up on a ranch, and you just go there, and the internet, like, say if I ever had to move back to Don Pedro and the internet does not change, I could no longer do the podcast because the internet's just totally...
You're on a farm, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, that's how I step back you're going. Like, my mom still gets Netflix DVDs, folks.
Yeah, man.
Like, my dad's putting up solar panels, and he's got a new cat that I was told that if you don't spay or neuter a cat at a certain time, their head gets big. So it's like a big head, like a Barry Bonds cat. You know?
I don't know, man.
Stop giving me this dude. I don't like this Mike G voice that he does.
What?
Like, I don't know, man.
Because if I say yes and co-sign it, and then we have some veterinarian jump on the Twitter and be like, "No, guys, cat said this as well. It's all about this, the biometric of the neutering."
I'm the one who's supposed to be worried about what happens to me. You need to.
I'm just trying to take it. The cat's head gets big, man. And it looks all funky.
It's Barry Bonds disease. The cat took steroids.
Damn.
Now we're gonna have Barry Bonds message us.
So he's gonna message. He's gonna like retweet our episode, and he's just gonna say "shut up." It's gonna get like 14,000 likes.
I'm almost in the time of my life that I could be on Dancing with the Stars now.
Yeah, this is gonna be Barry Bonds. All he's gonna say is "shut up, stupid." It's gonna get like 100 million likes, and that's how our channel blows up.
So yeah, I went to my parents on Saturday, and I finished Kingdom Come this weekend.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Yeah, so we'll have to record an episode on that soon. I might have to read it again or just look through it to freshen up.
And remember, we do movie casting and all that fun stuff.
And I already have some points to make about the book.
It's very religious, that book.
Very religious, and I'm just gonna say I was expecting. I was spoiled with reading The Watchmen, V for Vendetta, and other things.
Oh, this is different.
Yeah, Kingdom Come is very short.
Yeah, it's not a tome, dude. It's a quick read.
So I'm trying to figure out ways to describe it, and the best way that I can come up with now is that it's short, like horizontally, like from page to page, it's short. But what they do with each panel is so deep that you can spend a long time looking at them, like going, "Oh, that's that person." Like I had to look up online, and there's Rorschach in one of the panels.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of history into it.
Alex, I'll save a lot of this for our MOTN reads, but Alex Ross is one of my biggest artistic influences in my entire life, man. He's a beast.
How do you say the way he painted? Gouache?
Gouache? You gotta say it like Donald Duck just ate a cyanide tablet.
Take me alive.
And then he just shoots up the 1,000-acre wood. But Tigger is there to absorb all the bullets.
Yeah. See, he's not worried about making shooting jokes, but
the 1,000-acre wood is not a school.
Oh.
Well, it kind of is. What is a 1,000-acre wood exactly? Is it just a wood?
I don't know. How was your week?
Is it just a wood? It was fine. Like you, I went to go visit the parents, and like you, I got this existential feeling like life used to be so much simpler. You know, you come by your mom's house, and she's making that thing she would make in the morning, and as soon as you smell it, you're like 10 years old again, and you're like, "Oh crap, this sucks." Like, Mom, you didn't tell me you were making your pan fries and eggs like you used to make when I was a kid.
Right.
Well, and I'm just like, oh, crap. Now I got to go home and YouTube how to make fettuccine Alfredo, and just whack. But, got to visit Mom's and hang out with her. Watch this Netflix movie with the guy from The Conjuring.
Wait, is this the Stephen King movie that came out?
No, it just came out. It's about him, and it's about an evil
Grass.
Evil Grass, yeah.
I believe that's a Stephen King.
Is that Stephen King? I don't know.
Grass.
What's the name of that? I want to get the name.
Yeah.
So give me 2 seconds. I'm going to pull up the name of this damn
Yeah.
thing.
Well, I'm trying to figure out the actor's name that you're talking, because I know who you're talking
Patrick
about.
Wilson?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Let me try to get the name of this film. But it was interesting. It was not what I expected it to be.
Yeah.
Pretty much the premise of the story is, at first I thought it was this couple, but it's actually a brother and sister that are traveling across country, and they hear a kid screaming help from like a giant shrubbery, is what I would call it.
A shrubbery!
A shrubbery! Yeah. Cut down the mightiest tree in the forest with a herring! Daddy! Sorry, that's for like some
You
people out
must
there.
be joking.
And pretty much if you enter the shrubbery, it's game over. For real.
Yeah, it's based on Stephen King and Joe Hill's 2012 novella.
Yeah. What's the name of the story?
In the Tall Grass.
In the Tall Grass. Don't go into the tall grass. I was really upset because there were no
I'm
velociraptors.
already in it.
I'm already there. I was there. I am there, was there, and will be there. That's pretty much spoilers. But it was okay. It was just a little ham-fisted, but I would recommend it. It's on Netflix. It's free.
Yeah.
Watch
I
it.
felt it was a little, at the end, they were really trying to milk it. It was really long in some parts.
It really felt like it should have ended like 30 minutes earlier.
Yeah.
So you watched it too? You watched it too?
Yeah, some of the youth, so the youth put it on at the youth center, and I felt kind of bad because we have like a SADV center, domestic violence center above us, and this movie's nothing. There's a lot of help,
just screaming.
help!
Yeah.
So
you
I
don't
had
want
to
that
mute,
rocking.
I had to mute the turn down the volume a bit on that.
Yeah.
So it was. I thought it was good. Like, it kept me watching.
Yeah, I was curious to see how this is going to end. Yeah.
I still didn't quite understand the baby part.
I think it was some kind of ritualistic sacrifice or something. I don't know. Because then there was this weird. Do you just want to spoil the hell out of this while we're talking about it? Do you care?
We shouldn't spoil it. We shouldn't spoil
All
it.
right, just watch the movie. There are some parts that will take a second viewing to kind of understand. I won't view it twice.
Yeah.
But it's just a fun little kind of ensemble cast. It's not a huge cast, and it's just a nice little taste of horror. You know?
And you know who Joe Hill is, right?
Joe Hill is actually the son of Stephen King.
Yeah.
And he wrote this story called Lock and Key, which I'm waiting, fingers crossed, gets adapted someday. So,
yeah.
Because Lock and Key is good stuff.
And I need to see it's on Hulu, his Noth for A2.
Yeah, I heard that's awesome.
Nosferatu.
Speaking of King, I tried watching his TV show on Hulu.
Yeah.
What's it called?
The reference galore.
Reference galore. It's pretty much the Stephen King verse.
Castle Rock.
Castle Rock. I watched like the first 2 episodes. It was really slow,
Yeah.
It's very Shawshank heavy. And it's like Shawshank is not scary, and they're trying to paint it in a scary light.
Well,
it just makes it feel weird. I don't like it.
You hear it first. I guess Mike G's okay with the the guy getting forced.
Yeah.
That's not scary.
Forced what? What? He had to crawl through a pipe of crap to reach freedom.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. See.
Yeah, man. If he had to do what he had to do, man, I would have did the same thing for freedom, dog.
Yeah, but what about like he's fighting off attackers, and Morgan Freeman goes, and sometimes he couldn't fight them off.
Well, that's prison, dog.
That's scary. That's scary to me.
It's alarming. I wouldn't say it's boo-haunting how scary.
No, it's not. Okay, it's not like you watch your brother check under your bed.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, man, that's too real, man. It's alarming.
Just hear Mike G
I'm like,
in the audience, like that's not scary. That's just alarming.
There's a difference, dude. Like,
everyone, calm down.
If I open my closet door and there's a ghoul monster in there and it goes boo, and I'm like, oh, I'm scared. If I open my closet door and there's a dude in there, I'm just gonna sock him in the face. Though.
But it's three dudes trying to get at
It's just three dudes in the closet. They're gonna get it. No, man. It's just alarming. You have to handle it. You have to know how to handle those situations.
Okay.
And sometimes you can't handle it.
All right.
I don't know, man. I'm just
What's
saying.
going on? Why are you always recording at a drag race?
Because I live in a stupid city with stupid people, okay?
Okay.
And stupid stuff happens in the background that is beyond thine control. I can't do it. If it wasn't that, it'll be you'll just hear like a geese just screaming in the background, or you'll hear a crazy party going on a Wednesday night. It's
getting hot in here.
So hot. Anyway, other than that, haven't been really playing video games. Video games are whack right now. Except for Iceborne. Iceborne is forever, 1,000 years Iceborne. And just for doing a lot of recording. Had a lot of fun recordings going on, which you will be privy to soon. Want to do a poll? Want to do a poll of the week?
Let's go to the polls.
Polls. I wanted to cuss right there. I was on Twitter the other day and I was like, one of these episodes, I'm just going to cuss a lot. It won't be this episode.
You have mastered the Nerdiverse After Dark.
But I don't cuss on that. I'm actually way cleaner on After Dark.
Really?
Yeah, I don't cuss on that. I just on After Dark, we just talk about risque pop culture and stuff like that.
Risque, like risque. A Playboy magazine.
Ooh, like a hustler. Hashtag don't go to Hustler Casino.
Unless you got the half off of the breakfast special.
Unless you got the 25% of the shrimp cocktail. Yeah. Oh man. Speaking of things that are, I don't have nothing for that segue. So Marvel's Avengers game is coming out soon. It's made by Square Enix.
Wait, the poll.
Oh, the poll. I just jumped right into the news. Man, I'm slipping. Time keeps on slipping. Speaking of things that'll make you slip, we gave a poll because this is the month of horror. So I asked Nerdiverse, which of these monsters do you think you can beat up? You can beat in a fight. You can actually get one up on and defeat without problem. So the options are Chucky from Child's Play, Ghostface from Scream, Jason from Friday the 13th, and Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street. Now, before I get to the polls, which one do you think you could take in the fight, winner?
Hands down, Chucky. It's a doll, folks.
I don't know, man. I've seen Chucky throw people through windows, Doug.
Have you try to throw me, huh?
Chucky's abnormally strong, Doug.
Yeah, I could still kick him, though. He's short.
What if he has, like, low density, like a dwarf star?
What does that mean?
Like, what if he has like the density of a grown man, but it's in the body of a doll?
A kick was still gonna hurt a young man, an old man.
True, but he's okay. It depends on really what stage of Chucky it is. If he's just turned into the doll, it's probably super hard to hurt him because he doesn't feel anything. But if it's like Chucky 3, Chucky, where he's starting to become a little fleshy.
But it's like if I hit him if I kick a doll, it's a part of it's gonna fall off, right?
It depends on how hard you kick it. You can kick a plastic arm off a doll if you're mad enough.
Yeah.
You can eat anything if you're mad enough. I would take Ghostface from Scream because it's just a dude with a knife. If you know how to disarm somebody with a knife, Ghostface shouldn't be that big of a problem. He's not supernatural. That's the only reason I'm worried about Chucky. He's literally supernatural. And supernatural things usually don't go down easily. But we left this poll to the Nerdiverse.
No, you put it in a box and then you just bury him.
Yeah, you got to do like the end of Warlock, where they took the Warlock Evil Super Bible and they took it to like the salt mines of like North Dakota, and it's like
the real ending of Warlock is when the producers took all the money for the tickets and ran off to Tijuana.
Wow, that's the secret ending.
Yeah, what a twist!
What a twist! So Jason for Friday the 13th got 4% of the votes. Nobody wants that smoke from Jason. He's literally punching dudes' heads off in one hit. Freddy Krueger got 7% of the votes. Nobody want to bother with Freddy either. You have to have a strong mind and will to beat Freddy. Ghostface got 43% of the votes, and Chucky won with 46% of the votes. He got out by the skin of his plastic teeth. Chucky is the most defeatable, dog. Just kick him, apparently. He's not going to do anything or retaliate.
Isn't Pinhead apparently beatable as well? It just takes a future trapping him and looking into the sun or something like that?
No, you have to... See, the only way you can defeat Pinhead is, one, you have to reverse solve the box, which is apparently easier said than done. Right. Or you have to create a super elaborate 1,000-year-old light trick in space.
And then somehow he says like Jesus words.
Yeah, he says,
"It is finished," or
he says, "I am the way," and then like stained glass windows explode or something. I don't know.
No, that's the third. This is the one where they're in space, right?
He says, "I can't die," and then he explodes, and he says something like, he doesn't say Jesus wept because that's the first one. I forget what his last words were. But then he explodes in a giant nuke of light, and they blow up their space station, which probably costs trillions of dollars, and they go to Earth just to go to jail.
You're going to jail.
You're going to jail. But I killed Pinhead. They're like, who? All we know is you blew up a $1 billion space station. And you're like, he was there, I promise. And the chatter room is there, and Angelique was there.
You were there.
And you were there.
And you were there.
And you were there. Yeah, no one believed them. That's one thing I love about horror movies they never answer. It's like, all these people who survived to the end of the horror movie are all either going to jail or going to the loony bin, dude. Going to the insane asylum stuff. Because it's like, no one's going to believe you. No one's going to believe, what's her face from Friends? After she destroyed the leprechaun and all those dead bodies were all around town.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm sorry I didn't mean to say loony bin. That is a derogatory term. I would say mental health facility. I would just clean that up. Mental health facility, just in case I don't want to offend anyone. Cleaning it up, dog.
Jeez.
They call me the janitor, dog. But yeah.
They call you the SJW janitor.
Better late than never.
It's all right. Whatever gives us the biggest audience, I'm fine.
Humanly possible. So, if MOTN's about anything, it's catering to the lowest common denominator.
Yes.
Oh, jeez, we're in the wrong business. Speaking of business, you want to get into some news?
Let's get to the news.
Start spreading news.
Calling out around the world. Are you ready for the news in your ears?
I got you. I'll hold you in the wings. Whoa, just throwing a hee-hee in there?
Yeah.
I ain't mad at it.
Soon ye.
You know what my favorite Michael Jackson noise is?
Not guilty.
He wasn't guilty. My favorite Michael Jackson noise
wasn't guilty.
Okay. Only certain people are going to know what I'm talking about. But in Smooth Criminal, before he starts singing, he makes a sound that goes. So he goes, and then he goes into Smooth Criminal. That's the best Michael Jackson noise ever. Hands down.
There's Mel Blanc and there's Michael Jackson.
No, because remember how cool it was when Michael Jackson walked into the 40s like dive bar and he flipped a coin from across the room and that shit just went straight into the vending machine. It was like, ow! I was like, yeah, this is too hard. Huh? And then he went, and then he started going into it. I'm gonna watch hashtag watch Moonwalker, dude. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. It's the best, dude. He turns into a giant robot. He turns into a mecha. And Joe Pesci is there and he kisses spiders. It's weird, dude. It's awesome.
Or better yet, watch Joe Pesci's rap video.
Oh, gave chills down the spine. If you want a true horror show, watch that. Chills down thine lumbar. Speaking of things that are super chill, I was just mentioning earlier when I jumped the gun, Kamala Khan, which is Miss Marvel, is going to be a playable character in Marvel's Avengers video game that's coming out sometime.
I misread this headline, and what did you think I thought it said?
Killer Cam, like
No.
Cameron is going to
I
be in
thought it
Marvel.
said Kamala Harris for Marvel Avengers.
Wow, what would the superpower be?
Locking up parents for not taking their kids to school.
Lockup. Her Marvel code name would be Lockup.
Yes.
You're going to jail. So, so Kamala Khan is like this popular new character she's been announced in Marvel. She's Middle Eastern and she's awesome and she has the power to embiggen. So it's just awesome. Just the best word usage ever. So what that pretty much means is like she's like a mixture of Ant-Man when he goes big and Mr. Fantastic. So she has really stretchy skin, but she can grow in size too. So it makes her very hard to defeat. She's just really, slippery and cool and
Have they announced other people?
just the core 7 Avengers for now.
Right.
And I think they kind of low key announced Ant-Man, Henry Pym style. So we'll see. I'm hearing that PS4's Spider-Man is going to make an appearance, which I think is super neat that they tie those universes together. And other heroes will be kind of released. This is kind of Marvel's answer to, I hate to say it, Anthem. They're kind of going to try to roll it out like Anthem.
No!
So we'll see. I just hope they don't mess it up and put the microtransaction foot in their mouths. Speaking of downloadable content, Resident Evil 2 is coming to Monster Hunter Iceborne. Have you seen this trailer?
No.
It's amazing! It's amazing!
I'm just going to let you talk about it.
You will engage me when tall. So, Resident Evil 2 Remake, which was one of my favorite games of the year, is having a collaboration with Monster Hunter where you can dress your hunter like Claire Renfield or Leon Kennedy, but you also can dress your hunter as a zombie, where your hunter will shanty around like a zombie, you go brains, and still hunt monsters. And it's awesome crossover. Mr. X is playing the handler, and it's all weird and just odd and fun. And I can't wait. And it's free content. This is why I love Monster Hunter World, because they just give you a ton of free content. They say, go nuts, go have fun with it. They're not pressuring you to buy anything. It's just good. It's just all good all around. Hey, Winter.
Yeah?
Get down. Nothing?
Get down on it. Yeah, get down. Get down on it. Yeah, get it up.
You know what, Winter? You're a Jill sandwich. Is what you are.
At least I'm not playing Monster Hunter. Okay.
Monster Hunter rules. I'll fight you, dog.
You can fight me, but it might take like 20 different fights.
It'll take approximately 150 fights to get my winter mantle. To get my winter armor.
Maybe get one of your little cats to fish for something that could lure me into a sleep. I don't know.
Those cats will come over to you and they're going, yeah, and then they'll just sock you with their little baby cat hands. You'll be like, ooh, you'll be all folded up like a clean shirt. Oh, my stomach. Oh.
But at least I wouldn't be playing Monster.
Monster Hunter rules. 1,000 years Monster Hunter.
Let me know when they do a full-on MMO RPG Monster Hunter where it's like, this is the final Monster Hunter game forever.
Yeah, just like they're going to make a Final Fantasy game.
You said it this time. You said it this time, Mike G, not Winter. Case closed. Moving on.
Hey, Final Fantasy 12. That whole name, the naming convention alone is just ridiculous. Speaking of things that are ridiculous, Winter, are you ready to do a live Twitch of the Wendy's tabletop RPG?
Hey man, I messaged the group in Discord about it.
How would we even organize that?
Just have someone be the DM, and then we're good to go, man, my dude.
So apparently, Wendy's has just dropped on. It's like a 22-page book RPG where you get to battle. Well, Wendy gets to battle against Ronald McDonald in the future food wars, which are inevitable. You know, once planet resources start to dissipate, and you have to defeat the evil Ronald McDonald. and it looks epic. And I really want to get my hands on it. And I wonder how can you get I know it's free to download.
Yeah.
And I want like a physical something I could just buy. You know what I mean? That would be super cool.
Happen.
Depends on how crazy this gets. You know what I mean? Or someone will just put out a Kickstarter where they'll just build it. You know how fans get, man. If we want it, we'll have it. So I'm really hyped for that. I just want to see people play it. It's kind of where I'm at. I just want to see it in action. So I'm going to be trolling Twitch to see if I find anybody playing it. So for you PS4 fans out there, for your PlayStation fans, have you ever had an opportunity where you would just screenshot something and send it to your Facebook page? I've done it a couple times. Say, hey, check out my Sub-Zero build in Injustice 2. No one cares. But just want to give you guys a heads up. There's a new PS4 update that no longer allows you to share to Facebook. Honeymoon's over, guys. So just take that picture, save it somewhere else. Actually throw it onto an external hard drive, plug that external hard drive into your laptop, and then upload it that way.
Or just take a picture with your phone of the screen. What was that?
This is what I'm saying.
Why does it always sound
There's always something weird happening in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
I'm terrified. I think there's some kind of alien hominid outside, dog. He wants to touch my ankles.
The purge is happening outside.
Oh, the purge happens every night. Oh, can't go outside for 30 minutes.
That's how hard the streets of wherever you live are.
The tough streets.
Yeah.
And I was about to dox myself.
Yeah.
There was a trailer for this game called Martha is Dead. Did you get a chance to watch that trailer?
No. I'm kind of iffy about psychological horror. Like, am I supposed to be scared when I play those games?
Yeah, it's like Silent Hill, man.
But I've only been scared once, and that was when playing the Evil Within.
Yeah, I love the Evil Within. You got to play the Evil Within 2. That was really good too.
Don't tell me what I got to do, Garrett.
Don't tell me what to do when I'm already doing it.
I called you Garrett. Dang it. Stop mixing your podcasts together. No, I would have called you Angel if I was going to do that. Garrett's my roommate.
I am an angel. I'm Angelos de la Muerte.
So was Lucifer.
Wow. Don't ever compare me to the Morning Star. Yeah, so it's pretty much about it's set.
I got a Morning Star for you.
Ooh, what does that mean?
I don't know.
X gonna give it to you. So the game takes place during Occupy. Uptown Funk gonna give it to you. The game takes place during like Nazi occupied like Italy or something like that.
Yeah, you probably like that.
I'm going to move on from this whole conversation since Winter just likes to just scorch the earth with some topics, man. You just want to carpet bomb this whole entire segment.
No, I think from what I looked at, it was. I'm interested in it. I don't.
It's definitely more oxymoronic than a black Nazi.
A Bloxy, man.
A Bloxy. Yeah, Biloxi.
Build the Bloxy.
Build the Bloxy.
I'm excited for it. It's something new in the universe of video games, folks, and I'm excited about indie studios getting some stuff out there.
Yeah, I like the idea of double A games, not triple A, not indie, but like these double A games that are just in the middle where they have good production value, but they're not just these big super games like Red Dead Redemption 2 or God of War, but they're still good. Like Control. I will talk about Control all the day, every day.
Yeah. And Hearthstone,
Hearthstone. I played that. I played that game. It's not as good as Gwent though. Fight me.
Shut.
Fight me. Stand on the hill.
Gwent? No one even plays Gwent anymore.
No one plays Hearthstone anymore. What
are we
talking about?
They just had the Grandmaster tournament.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah, you're probably into Grandmasters. Anyways,
I'm just happy you to say the other grand. Let's go to these movies.
What's the other grand?
The first trailer for Lost in Space Season 2 is coming out.
Oh, Grand Dragon, got it.
Ooh,
I thought that's what I meant when I said Grand.
I was gonna say Grand Wizard, but I guess you beat me to the punch there, Mr. Trash Monk the Third. I can't.
I'm gonna take a sip of tea.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sip on my my rallies. Are for my East Coasters, my checkers, Mr.
Come
Pibb
on,
here.
baby, do
the twist. Did you watch the first season of Lost in Space?
No, I am not a fan of Lost in Space, folks.
I like the remake. I like the original, and I like this most recent iteration. So,
I'm a Star Trek person now. I can't spend my time watching Lost.
Oh wow, Star Trek master race over here. Can't with you.
That's why we're
in your Federation. Even though I am a Trekkie at heart, I can't handle this nose turn that Winter is doing.
The Federation cannot handle no Lost in Space. We know where you are. It's being filmed.
It's being filmed. You are being filmed.
Yes.
Oh, jeez. Speaking of secret cameras, are you ready for another live-action Inspector Gadget movie?
Who's playing Inspector Gadget?
That's a huge question. I don't know. It better not be stupid Matthew Broderick. That's all I know.
It's going to be Paul Rudd.
I wouldn't mind it. I don't
Look
care.
look at me. Look what I can do.
As long as you have
I'm Paul Rudd.
What if it's Adrian Brody? Adrian Brody as Inspector Gadget.
Stop. We don't need a moody Inspector Gadget. We don't need a moody Inspector Gadget. I don't know if I'm more Inspector or more Gadget.
You get Adrian Brody as Inspector Gadget. You get what's her name? Dakota Fanning as Penny.
No.
And you get the villain from Inglourious Basterds to be Dr. Claw. That's money right there. And have it directed by indie film director Javier Bardem. He's an actor.
Yeah. I like the idea of Paul Rudd being Inspector Gadget, or maybe the guy who played Phil in the Future from Disney Channel. Maybe he can be Inspector Gadget. Or even like Shia LaBeouf. I could watch him be Inspector
Shia LaBeouf
Gadget.
can play anything because he's determined. He just does it, Doug. You need to just do it.
Maybe like we could just go like completely non-black haired dude and go. There's a guy named Mark something that he always plays FBI agents or tough guys, the CIA. I'm gonna look up his name real quick.
Inspector Gadget doesn't need to be the comedy relief. He needs to be the straight man, and funny stuff happens around him, like in the cartoon.
Yeah.
Inspector Gadget didn't know he was in a cartoon, dude.
Mark Valley is his name.
I don't know. I don't know.
We'll look him up.
He
was the love interest in the first episode of Fringe. He was the human target.
He was the human target. I know what you're talking about. I remember the human
Boston
target.
Legal, Harry's Law.
I remember the human target. Okay. Oh no, adios mio, bro. Oh man. So guess what happened this weekend?
I don't know anymore.
There was a Hell in a Cell. There was a pay-per-view, WWE Hell in a Cell, bro. Apparently, it went horribly wrong. To the point where at the end of the show, the fans were chanting refund.
And that's how you get Vince McMahon's attention.
Dude, what are they doing over there, man?
I don't know. So we run down what made it so wacky.
So apparently, Seth Rollins, who's a big name in WWE, was fighting Bray Wyatt, who's been being booked as the monster heel.
Yes.
In a Hell in a Cell match. And the match ended with resulting in disqualification. If you know what a Hell in a Cell match is, usually no disqualifications, right? It's Hell in a Cell, anything could happen. And for it to end with the DQ, with the current champion retaining the title, that's a sucky end, man. So obviously the fans were very upset about it. Because creative was too scared to shake up the status quo. And that's at the same night where Kofi Kingston got squashed by Brock Lesnar, who was one of the longest reigning black heavyweight champions. Rough night for WWE. They were chanting AEW at the end of that match as well.
Yes, AEW recently started their promotion show on TNT.
Heard it's doing well.
Yeah.
So WWE, please just get it together, guys. Do me a huge solid and get it together. Speaking of things that are together, Steven Universe is entering its final season, and it's going to be a time skip. And it's going to be called Steven Universe Future. I don't have much to say about this because I don't watch a lot of Steven Universe.
Yeah.
But I do like the idea of Steven Universe. I like New Age, Cartoon Network. And I like time skips where characters grow and dynamics change. So
yeah, like in The Walking Dead.
Oh, that's the show that talking about The Walking Dead.
Talking about The Walking
Dead. Disney no longer accepts Netflix ads as on its entertainment networks. This is not really a news story. It's
Boom!
just,
Shots fired. Boom!
It's just Disney being Disney. Well, we're taking our toys and going home.
Yeah, Disney don't need to play. Disney's the close cousin to the honey badger. Okay?
They don't play.
No, play.
Disney failed Recess because it doesn't play, dog.
Yeah, for years, Netflix has been sticking its hand in a jar of honey and put it into the trap of a honey badger. And honey badger doesn't care anymore, okay?
It never cared. Closing out the show, let's do one more news story, which is more of like a opinion piece.
We only have one story left.
Well, you didn't have to just destroy the illusion, dog. I'm trying to build a narrative here, dog.
Oh.
We're trying to run a business here, man.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
I'll see myself out.
Martin Scorsese claims that Marvel movies are not cinema, dog. Marty.
I see what he's getting at, though.
Why you gotta be this way?
I see where he's getting at. I see what he's trying to say, folks.
Marty. Come on.
You're not going to the Cannes or the Cannes Film Festival to see Iron Man
2, dog. It's here.
I see what
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
He's not wrong, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't have to say that, Marty. It doesn't need to be said, Marty.
I think, well, who else is going to say it? You know what I'm saying? He's the guy
that just makes you look salty, man.
No, I don't think it makes him look. I think it's definitely in line with what he does outside of directing, which is archiving old films. He's been against digital film for a while, and this is like part and parcel to his motif, his character.
I don't know. It makes me feel like to use an analogy. Let's say you're a business owner and you own a restaurant, right? Mm-hmm. And your restaurant.
What's the name of the business?
It's called Daddy's Catties.
And what do we sell catfish or?
Yeah, catfish, salmon croquettes, dog. You know,
and ice cream.
And ice cream. So you're daddy, and you cook all day, and you make these beautiful dishes that take hours, and you spend the best on the Alaskan sea crabs, and your business is just kind of doing its thing. Yeah. But you look at McDonald's, who puts out crap product all day and makes hundreds of millions of dollars a day. And you're like, this isn't fair. This is not food, you know?
Right.
But how do you sound, though? You're not wrong. But how do you sound? Like,
well, that's kind of hard. That's a hard analogy to make because there are several people who are pointing out the problems with McDonald's. Or like there's a lot of people saying that McDonald's already is not proper food.
No.
Martin Scorsese is the first director that I know of that is trying to make a distinction. Like, look, you're going to see a film, but it's not cinema in the sense of Treasures on the Sierra Madre or The African Queen. Or did I mess that up?
No.
The Maltese Falcon.
The Maltese Falcon, dog.
Or Shutter Island.
Or Shutter Island. What's the better movie, Shutter Island or Guardians of the Galaxy?
That's the question
That's the question.
Not be asked because
right?
Guardians of the Galaxy is a film, but not necessarily a film in the cinema. I sound like a crazy person. But...
I know, right? But that's what it makes you sound like. That's why I'm like, why even broach? I get that he has an opinion, and he also has an asshole, so it all balances out.
Yes.
You know? But...
okay.
I'm just saying some things don't. No, it's obvious. You're not going to compare
It's not obvious for people.
You're not going to compare like Doctor Strange to like On the River Band or something like that, man.
There's not a lot of people that it's not obvious. I don't think people are talking about it. I think Martin Scorsese did something clever to have people start talking about it. It could kind of help with.
It can help either way.
Yeah, I mean, it will be interesting to see what the backlash is going to be.
And I think the backlash has already happened. You've had Samuel Jackson come out and say something about it. Earlier today, you told me who made a comment on it? You mentioned
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. has something to say about it. So, I mean, Marty, Marty, make a movie, dude.
He is. He's making Kill the Irishman.
Is it just The Irishman?
Oh,
I don't know. Anyway, I will say that Goodfellas is not as good as Endgame.
Go home.
You're drunk. Speaking of going home, what are you looking forward to, man?
I'm looking forward to another weekend of watching YouTube videos and watching some more Funhouse.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm looking forward to?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to our next round of MOTN Random Select. Is what I'm looking forward to.
That's right.
Yeah, we're going to start that up this Friday. So we're going to be recording more episodes for that so we can make our Halloween night deadline. And I'm looking forward to talking with Winter about that MOTN reads. So we have our homework for us. So you have any last thoughts before we close this bad boy out?
Check me out on all social media at Winter Trashmonk the Third. That's at Trashmonk the Third, Trashmonk III. And I will be having a good time, folks.
We will have a good time also at MNerdiverse. That is our Twitter handle, at MNerdiverse, where you can go follow us and be a privy to all of our new episodes, join in our polls, see our goofy content, and just watch us interact with the podcasting community. If you want to support this podcast monetarily, please visit our Patreon, which is patreon.com/MOTN, where you can donate and help the podcast grow. If you want to, I would say, help us out non-monetarily, you can always like our content, subscribe to our channels, and comment on our content. Say that 20 times fast. And if this is your first time listening to the podcast, I would like to be the first one to thank you and welcome you to the Nerdiverse. I've, of course, been your host, Mike G.
And I've been your host, Winter.
And we will always ask you to take that one step beyond.